Hello everyone. Today we will study about bar magnet as equivalent to a solenoid. So first we will discuss it quantitatively and then we will discuss qualitatively. So first is quantitatively. So here we will consider a solenoid of length 12. We have to find the magnetic field due to this complete solenoid at point P. Let's consider the center of the coil along the length is O. Let's consider a small dx length of this solenoid dx. So that means this distance will be L. Let's consider the distance of this point P from the center of the solenoid as R, and also the distance of this dx element from the center as x. So the distance of this dx element of the solenoid from the point P will be r minus x, right? So the method is, first we will find the magnetic field due to a dx element. So B due to dx element of the solenoid. Second step will be integrating dBp for total magnetic field at P, right? And then writing the formula obtained in the form of magnetic moment. What is the formula for magnetic moment? We know that the formula for magnetic moment is number of turns into current into area of cross section. And also one more formula we'll use here, that if this is the coil, we have this point P at a point on its axis. So this is an axis. This is the center of the coil. If this is the radius R and the distance of the point P from the center of the coil is x, then we know that the formula for the magnetic field at P, what was that? Mu naught I into R square upon 2 x square plus R square to the power 3 by 2, where x is the distance between P and center of coil. So while doing the first step, we will have to find the magnetic field due to dx element. Magnetic field at P due to dx element. So this will be number of turns in dx multiplied by B due to one coil, right? So this gives me number of turns in dx will be is equal to number of turns per unit length into length of the dx element. Here n is equal to number of turns per unit length. So n dx is the number of turns. So we will write the formula here. This I am marking as second, this I am marking as first. So from 1 and 2 I can write dBp is equal to n dx into mu naught I. What is the radius of the coil? A. So I'm writing A square. So this is 2x. I will write r minus x over here for x. Why? Because the distance of this element is r minus x from point P. So here this will be used because for this equivalent quantity here x was there. So plus radius whole square to the power 3 by 2. So this is due to this dx element. For total solenoid, integrate. So what will I get? Integrating dBp will give me total Bp, and this is equal to integration of n dx mu naught I a square upon 2 r minus x whole square plus a square to the power 3 by 2. I'll have to apply the limits here, and those limits will be for total length of the solenoid. So if we consider with respect to this will be minus L and this will be plus L. So I'll write the limit from minus L to plus L, and then we can neglect x and a if x is very less than r and also a is very less than r, right? And take constants outside. So from here, these are important steps. So B at P will be n mu naught I a square upon 2 r to the power 2 to the power 3 by 2 and integrate minus L to plus L, and this is dx. For dx the integration is x, right? So for the next step this will be is equal to n mu naught I a square x limits minus L to plus L, and in the denominator this will be 2r cube. So this can be written as n mu naught I a square upon 2r cube into L minus L, right? So I'll have to rub the board for the next step. So what will be our next step? Next step will be B at point P is equal to mu naught n I a square into 2L upon 2r cube. If I multiply and divide this quantity by 2 pi, so multiplying and dividing by 2 pi. Why? Because we want to have a particular form. So we will get this mu naught upon 4 pi. Why? I have clubbed this quantity, this quantity and this quantity, right? And let's check out. I can write I a square and n into 2L here, I as it is, and then pi a square. So what is this? This is number of turns. This gives me mu naught upon 4 pi and into 2 is also remaining here. So into 2 magnetic moment upon r cube, because what is this? This quantity gives me the magnetic moment. So n into 2l, that is number of turns, into I into pi a square. This is equal to magnetic moment here. This formula is similar to bar magnet. So we can say that your solenoid is very much equivalent to a bar magnet. We will prove that qualitatively also this is similar to bar magnet. We can prove it for equatorial line also. This is for the axial line, axial point, right? So that's why the solenoid and bar magnet are equivalent. So the second is qualitative method. Qualitative method means we know that we can draw the magnetic field lines for a solenoid. If you have this side as south and this as north, and if we consider a bar magnet having this as north and this as south, we know that the magnetic field lines will be similar in both the cases, starting from north and ending at south, ending it continues inside also. So this way, similarly here also. So this is the starting point, north is the starting point in case of solenoid also. If I draw here also, this will be this way only, right? Similarly, I can draw for this side also. Remember, these will not cross each other. So I am drawing a few lines just to symbolically represent it. And here also I am drawing just one line so that there is no cutting of the lines. Similarly here, right? So this way we know that the magnetic field lines are of the same pattern in both the cases, right? So this is your so this shows qualitatively that the bar magnet and the solenoid are equivalent. So the pattern of lines of magnetic field lines is same in solenoid and bar magnet. So qualitatively we can say that these two are equivalent. That's all for now. Have a nice day.